open, and Angel Reese came through with a vengeance.
They've had their battles. Reese earns a trip to the line, the foul by Boston.
Angel Reese's highly anticipated debut in the Unrivaled League was supposed to be her moment to shine, but it turned out to be a disappointing display of missed layups and lackluster performance by the Bayou Barbie.
So Angel Reese's double-double streak has ended in Unrivaled. I mean, yeah.
So, what exactly went wrong? Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into Angel's performance and Unrivaled League's debut.
But Angel Reese played last night, and she's back to mid-season form. She really is. She's absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right. Points, rebounds, and of course, loss.
Angel's debut in the Unrivaled League was meant to be her crowning moment, a showcase of dominance and flair that would silence critics and thrill fans. Instead, it became an underwhelming performance, exposing the cracks in her game and raising questions about whether she's ready to lead in this fast-paced competitive league.
Just in the same way that the Chicago Sky melted last year when her double-double streak started, she cost her team a game last night. By the way, she got benched in the fourth quarter. Pulled right out of this game.
From failed layups to questionable decisions, the game became a humbling experience for Reese and a shaky start to her unrivaled journey.
We'll get 2-on-2. Happy puts the head down, muscles up, and got fouled by Carl.
Love the fact that this game won so fast, but also so physical.
Let's be honest, layups have always been a sore spot in Reese's game, and her first outing in the Unrivaled League did little to change that narrative. Despite her size and athleticism, Reese finished the game with just 4 rebounds, a glaring weakness in a game that demands physical dominance and hustle on the boards, and she was still missing layups for someone expected to be a star in any league she enters. This was a letdown.
Yeah, for Angel, one of the things that, like, Stewie's been doing it and Fee's been doing it, it's so much of an advantage when you're big, can get the rebound and push the floor. And she tried to do that way more today. Look, is she this playmaking guard? No. Does she really have that many guard skills?
Rebounding is about more than jumping high. It's about positioning, timing, and effort. Reese's lack of impact on the glass left her team vulnerable, allowing opponents to secure second chance opportunities and control the pace of the game. It's a reminder that even the most hyped players need to nail the basics to succeed.
So Angel Reese was 3 of 7 from the field. Once again, cannot get to that 50% mark. 5 turnovers, 14 rebounds, 10 points, and a big, fat, juicy.
Angel Reese's shot selection was another red flag in her debut, finishing her decision-making on the court lacked the polish expected of a player of her caliber. If she wants to thrive in the Unrivaled League, refining her offensive IQ and improving her shot selection must be at the top of her to-do list.
But it's like, it's all about improving day by day, realistically. And I do think with Angel Reese that she's a player that's going to get better with reps. Like,
the Unrivaled League is a different beast from the WNBA, featuring a faster tempo and fewer players on the court, which magnifies both individual brilliance and mistakes. For Angel Reese, the format seemed more challenging than empowering. The high-octane pace left her struggling to keep up, and her flaws were on full display.
She's still making a lot of mistakes, but they're good mistakes to make. Like, this is Unrivaled. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if you win or lose in week 1. But you can make good mistakes by being aggressive. Like, she was a lot more aggressive.
Fans have praised the league for its exciting fast puck style. One comment encapsulated this sentiment: Unrivaled is for those who want fun and fast basketball, less dead time. While the format has its perks, it demands peak conditioning and sharp decision. Making in a league that demands agility and endurance, injury risks are a constant concern. Reese's playing style, which often includes awkward landings and aggressive physicality, raises red flags about her long-term durability.
Man, I mean, what is really going on here? You see that, and then whatever that is. I don't even know what that was.
Players like Caitlin Clark have opted out of Unrivaled, citing concerns about the physical toll. Reese, however, dove in head first, and if she doesn't adjust her approach, she could find herself sidelined sooner rather than later. And here's the interesting thing: her tendency to land on her wrist after drives to the basket is particularly worrisome.
Boom, 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 but the officials, a little bit much.
Faces up on Boston. They went head-to-head in college. LSU against South Carolina.
One bad fall could lead to an injury that impacts not only her performance in Unrivaled, but also her career as a whole. If Reese wants to be a long-term presence in professional basketball, she needs to prioritize staying healthy and avoid bad mistakes.
Back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Angel Reese has long boasted about her star power, claiming she draws audiences wherever she goes, but the turnout for her first Unrivaled game told a different story, with only 870 people attending live and a few thousand watching from home. The buzz surrounding her debut was underwhelming. This low attendance raises questions about both Angel's pull as a star and the overall viability of the Unrivaled League.
More people sitting on the team bench than in the audience. I gotta tell you, they did this league a major disservice putting the fans where they did. Now, this thing was, I think, it only holds like 900 people. All right, like 900 people in attendance. I think it was sold out. But where they put the fans, it made it look like no fans were even at these games.
That's how they build it. And it should be, whether it's the best, it should be the highest level of basketball. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see that last night. There were too many missed layups to make it play. And I'm like screaming during the live stream.
For a league that's trying to carve out its space in the basketball world, such disappointing numbers are a wake-up call. It's not enough to rely on big names. The league needs compelling performances and a clear identity to attract and retain fans.
All the eyeballs that you've drawn in are looking. And if they're not watching then, they're going to catch a highlight here and there. You want that highlight to be good. You don't want the highlight to be missing layups of all things.
The Unrivaled League has introduced a fresh, fast-paced style of play that's drawn some praise for its entertainment value. With less downtime and more action, it's a format that appeals to fans looking for excitement. However, the league faces significant challenges, from low viewership to a lack of participation from marquee players like Caitlin Clark.
I cracked up when I saw this live. She's still catching her own rebounds and not making shots from 5 foot away. Unrivaled, it was boring, but fantastic for memes.
But fantastic for memes. The league's unique style puts individual skills under the microscope, but that also means it amplifies weaknesses for players like Angel Reese. This format can be a double-edged sword. While it offers a chance to showcase talent, it also leaves little room for error, and Reese's struggles in her debut highlight the growing pains of adapting to this new environment.
Willing to take the mid-range shot. She hit another dribble down sidestep 3 when the other team didn't respect her, which was nice. And her finishing, she got blocked a couple of times, and down the stretch she missed a big free throw that kind of iced the game.
She was willing to take the mid-range shot. She had another dribble down side step 3 when the other team didn't respect her, which was nice. And her finishing, she got blocked a couple of times, and down the stretch she missed a big free throw that kind of iced the game.
Reese is legitimately bad at basketball, god-awful. One of the worst coordinated players I've ever seen. Just throws shit up and prays.
Angel Reese's talent is undeniable, but raw talent can only take you so far to bounce back. Reese needs to prioritize positioning and improve her layups to be a more complete player and give her team a significant advantage. Adjusting her play style to minimize injury risks will be essential for long-term success. Avoiding reckless landings and maintaining peak conditioning should be top priorities. Unrivaled has potential, but it faces an uphill battle to establish itself as a serious competitor to the WNBA. To succeed, the league must address its low attendance, attract more high-profile players, and deliver consistently entertaining games. For Angel Reese, the challenge is clear proof that she can live up to the hype and become a star in this exciting but demanding league. Her debut was far from the dazzling performance fans expected, but there's still time for her to turn things around. The question is, will she rise to the occasion? Angel Reese's first game in the Unrivaled League was a rough start, exposing weaknesses and leaving fans wanting more, but every great athlete faces setbacks. It's how they respond that defines their legacy. Suffice this is a wake-up call, an opportunity to refocus and prove that she's not just a name but a true competitor. So what do you think? Is Angel going to improve? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more basketball updates. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.